Committee of the Senate began last week, and of course we heard the speech of Senator Lacson. Ang mga naririnig natin ay tungkol sa mga congressman, ano? Credible ba mag-imbestiga ang Kamara, ang tatlong komite ng Kamara, lalo na ang mga lumalabas na pangalan mga kasamahan po ninyo o mga dati ninyong kasamahan kung sakasakali?
Yun ang question ko din, no? Kung credible, no? Kung walang magiging bias dito. Kung talagang ang taong bayan ay talagang malalaman nila na may bias dito, mas maganda kung gawin na itong independent commission para walang bias, whether it be the Senate or the House. Mas maganda po kung talagang independent commission ito na pinapangunahan talaga ng mga matitino at mga galing ng mga legal luminaries, no? Kahit retired na po yan, no? So that finally we could be able to put a stamp on what is happening right now, no? And that's not just the flood control mess. Lahat na ng mga proyekto ng DPWH dapat imbestigahan na yan, eh.
Sir, is that something that you would discuss with the leadership na siguro magandang pabayaan na lang sa independent body para hindi kayo mapagbintangan ng sabihin nating whitewash kasi ng mga sasabihin ng mga kritiko ng Kamara?
In fact, I have already manifested that that intention, no? I think that it's better if we could be able to have an independent commission so that hindi kami paparatangan ng taong bayan na ito may tinatago kami o ito may pinapanigan, no? Sapagkat siyempre you cannot deny the fact na magkakaibigan lahat ng mga congressman na yan, eh. And the thing is, palagay mo kaya iimbestigahan ng isang kaibigang congressman na kahit na for example nagulat siya ay meron palang malaki palang contractor ito, hindi ko alam na ito pala ay contractor. You see that? So mas maganda kung talagang independent commission na yan. And tama yung sinabi ni Senator Lacson, eh. It is not just the congressman, but it is even the senators. Kaya sabi ko, lahat na yan dapat, eh. Tatlong bagay yan, no? Number one, syempre, yung collusion. Number two, yung commission. Number two, yung kontrata. Ang dami mga bagay na dapat dapat yan, malaman ng taong bayan, finally, kung ano ang kalagayan ng korupsyon na ito. It is not us anymore. It is now the people that should know, sapagkat pera po ng taong bayan ito.
Sir, after the investigation and of course the Blue Ribbon Committee hearing last week and of course yung privileged speech ni Senator Lacson, there was a call by different lawmakers na ilabas yung mga panukalang amendments o yung mga ginalaw ng mga mambabatas o gagalawin ng mambabatas sa budget bago siya i-approve, ano? Kasi nga gustong malaman kung sino ba ang nagpasok nitong mga kung sakasakali mga substandard na projects. Is that something that you would support as well? And ano pong inyong hakbang dyan?
I'm all for transparency, Argino, because I believe that there would not be any accountability if there's no transparency. Kinakailangan talaga kaming mga public officials should face our people and be transparent in everything that we do, because we're not using our own money, we're using the people's money on that. At palagay ko naman sometimes kami na ibinoto ng taong bayan, kami pa nagbibitray ng pagtitiwala ng taong bayan. So I really believe in transparency and accountability on this.
Sir, balikan ko lang yung hearing, yung investigation ng Kamara. Do you really think it's possible na at the end of the investigation magrerekomenda ng kaso or kasuhan ng komite ang isa pang kongresista kung sakasakaling yun ang lalabas dun sa merito ng investigasyon ninyo?
Alam mo, that's a very good question, no? And sinabi ko nga, it is best that lumabas na yung taong bayan. For example, like the president already has a tawag doon, meron na siyang ginawang way na tumawag yung taong bayan sa kanya o mag-message sa kanya. I believe na yung taong bayan na mismo ang lumabas at sabihin na merong meron ditong anomaly na nangyayari, no? Whether it be done by the legislators or done by the LGU, kinakailangan ilabas na lahat yan. At kinakailangan wala ditong tinatawag nating sacred cows. Kung ano man yan, we have the committee on public accounts, we have the committee on public order, we have the committee on good government, we have the committee on ethics, no? And that can be used to be able to expose all of these anomalies.
Sir, I understand that you had a dare to Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong to name the names of congressmen involved in anomalous projects. Ano na po ang inyong status nung inyong challenge na yon kay Mayor Magalong?
In fact, RG, I would like the people to know that I am supporting Mayor Magalong's expose on corruption. What I am after is this, that he should not make a blanket association to the institution itself. But we would like him to name names. He said that he has evidences to show, and therefore he must show it. Because if he will just, make a blanket accusation to the institution, and he will not name names, and he will not produce any evidence, sabi ko nga para siyang lata na walang laman na nag-iingay lamang, no? So, I'm challenging him na huwag ka na mag-ingay sa press. Ilabas mo na ito. Now, but that Congress might have a investigation on this, whether it be the Senate or the House. Now, it's good for him to be able to go there and present himself and give the evidences and take an oath, so that we're going to find out who should be accountable to this.
So you would have him summoned, or at the very least invited to your committee hearing?
Yes. I would even suggest to Congressman Ridon, who is the chairman of the Committee on Public Accounts and the chairman of the TRICOM Committee, to extend the invitation to Mayor Magalong, and we would like Mayor Magalong to be there and name names and give evidences and take the oath, and finally, there'll be closure to what he's trying to accuse of.
Kung sakasakaling pumunta siya doon at mag-name nga siya ng mga pangalan at maghaharap-harap sila ng mga pagbibintangan niya doon, what do you think will come out of it?
I believe that kung sino man ang ipangalan niya, no? Kung sino man ang ipangalan niya, I believe yung ipapangalan niyang congressman, for example, the congressman also has the right to due process. Congressman also has the right to answer back, has the right to explain. Lahat naman tayo naniniwala sa due process, hindi ba? Lahat siya mayroong due process. If you have the right to accuse, then the one who is accused has also the right to explain his side. So, yan ang gagawin natin. We will give them all the rights to explain their side, because that is the essence of democracy.
Okay, but sir, of course, hindi naman kaya, some people might think that dahil mga kasamahan ninyo yung naiimbestigahan, baka naman magamit yung poder ng Kamara para balikan yung accuser kung sakasakaling hindi magiging maganda ang sasabihin niya.
In a way, alam mo, meron kang maganda yung sinabi mong yan, no? So kaya nga ang nais ko sana magkaroon na talaga ng independent commission, because in reality, no, we cannot actually investigate ourselves, no? There ought to be an independent commission that should investigate and finally make a real closure on these things, because the people need to know. Talagang kinakailangan malaman na po ito. I'm tired of this corruption thing. This has been going on ever since, no? Sa lahat ng pangulong dumaan, sa lahat ng mga dumaang mga eleksyon, pinag-uusapan na yan. Hanggang ngayon pinag-uusapan yan. Na napapagod na rin ako, and we really would like, I believe the people in our country napapagod na rin sa ganyang mga situation. Mamaya makakalimutan na, nasa dyaryo na ng talagang tumatagal, and then later on wala na yan, iba na naman ang pag-uusapan. Palagay ko kinakailangan tuloy-tuloy na ito, RG. Palagay ko kinakailangan tapusin na po ito.
Kasi sir, kaya ako po tinanong yun, kasi syempre pagka nakapag-cover din naman tayo sa sa House at dyan sa Senate, at ngayon sa Senado na tayo. Pero kapag ka nagkakainitan po kasi kapag ka hearing, nagagamit ang contempt powers eh. What is
Yes.
to prevent anybody na napangalanan ni Mayor Magalong from invoking those contempt powers?
Well, actually, I was involved with the Quadcom, and I'll be with the Quadcom again, being the head leader of that. No, sa amin naman, if you do not come to our hearing, what do? We show cause order on you. If you do not attend and you begin to say anything against our committee, just like what Harry Roque did, no? Siguro ipapakontempt namin. Hindi naman dapat na gamitin yung contempt order na yan to persecute a person, but to use it in the right way. Oh.
Para paano po yun? Kung halimbawa nga, may congressman na pinangalanan and feeling niya mali yung kanyang akusasyon and sabi niya, hindi, mali yan, ipapakontempt ko si Mayor Magalong. Pwede po ba yun?
Every committee is a corporate body. It's not just one congressman that can actually say, ipapakontempt ko yan at lahat ng mga congressman sasang-ayon sa kanya. I think that it will be thrown to the body and say, okay, meron dito nagsasabi, papakontempt ba natin? I believe that kung yung mga members ng committee yan would be more level-headed, hindi pwedeng contempt kagad ng tao na para nagiging harassment sa kanya o persecution sa kanya. We should not do that.
Okay. Sir, ngayon po budget season at of course itong flood control ay nakatali din sa usapin ng budget. So ano po ang inyong nakikitang panukala para maiwasan na uli ito? Kasi syempre isang bagay yung prosecution at yung hulihin at imbestigahan yung mga may kasalanan, and ibang usapan naman yung preventing it. So ano yung mga nakikita niyong batas na pwede ninyong i-file, debate at isa batas para maiwasan na to, hindi na to maulit?
I am looking into the Bids and Wards Committee, no, sapagkat para nakikita ko may mga pagkakataon yung mga na Bids and Wards Committee, meron din collusion yan dun sa mga contractor at mga DPWH. Kinakailangan tingnan po natin maigi yan, and as we see it and we investigate on it, we could be able to file bills that would sabi ko nga, in the Bids and Awards Committee, awards committee should be open to the public.